I've never spoken to the Provincial Women's Council, but for one, I represent a rural riding. It's called Lanark, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington. And I'll repeat that again during question period. Although we don't have the Provincial Women's Council there, we do have the Women's Institute is a big thing in my right. And just a couple weeks ago, I was at the second line of Drummond Women's Institute, and also there's the Addington Women's Institute, and there's a number of very good organizations that, I've long been inspired by people who speak out and express themselves. People like Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King during civil rights movements, as well as people like Mahatma Gandhi and his strive for responsible government in India. And of course, our own suffragette movement here in Canada and Ontario. Both here and among our neighbors south, the early part of the 20th century was an important time for both women in government. The granting of the franchise to women in 1918 was a major victory for women, but also a major milestone for all of us. People like ourselves who believe that ultimate power rests in people, not in government. I believe, like those women who fought for their rights, that government is and must always be a reflection of our values and our principles. And it ought to be evident that you cannot enjoy or have freedom if you do not have that power to make your own decisions and choices for yourself. But increasingly, we are seeing more and more of our personal and individual decisions being taken over by government and by the bureaucrats. And there are fewer and fewer cases, such as the suffragette movement, where people have risen up to demand that government to cede that power back to them. And I believe we need more of it. And I believe that what we're doing is following in that tradition. It's also, one of the things that I think we sometimes forget is that all societies are comprised of individuals. No society does not have individuals. And clearly, when legislation removes individual responsibility, what we are left with, what we create, is an irresponsible society. Women have fought to be recognized as persons, and they have principles. We celebrate that declaration here in the legislature every year on October 18th. The principles that drove them to fight for the rights are still just as important today, and they will always be just of paramount importance in our democracy. Freedom, justice, and democracy are the underpinnings of not only your Provincial Council of Women, but our entire system of government. The Provincial Council of Women was founded in 1923 in order to work for the betterment of family, community, and society. And I have to ask us all, ask you all, is society and our families and our community better off today? Are we on the right path? More and more children do not have parents at home. More children come from broken homes. Child abuse and child welfare woes are increasing. The needs for children's aid societies are not lessening. I believe government must be held to task. We cannot just ask for what we want. We must actually demand it. We must follow in the footsteps of the women who founded this organization. We've asked the state over the years to take on more and more power and more responsibility. And the government has gladly accepted. But in giving up that responsibility, we've lost something very important. We've lost our own spirit and passions that people like Nellie McClellan and Emily Murphy. We've lost the drumhead, such as those people who call on government that they demand their own responsibility. They want to participate. I believe we've lost our way. It's our duty to find the suffragette spirit once again and demand accountability from government. And recognize that the fight does not start with government or with others. It starts with us. It starts with each and every one of us. And we need to have legislation that is not just well intended, but well thought out. And see if we can get rid of that old adage that we always hear in government of unintended consequences. So often do we see that happen with legislation. Well, that was an unintended consequence. Well, that's what happens when you don't think things through. We need people like yourselves to express yourselves. And you never can stop expressing yourselves.